this was a perfect setup for the league. It was Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
They need to lose anyway. Go ahead and improve your draft position. They're not playing for anything. If I was a contender, if I was a serious team on the other side last night, I would have been livid and furious because this was a gift. They gave the Mavericks a gift with Luka playing. He cussed at the official, cussed, whatever you want to say. He deserved the tech, and then all of a sudden it got rescinded.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you. Thank you to the league. Unless you are part of Team Tank. Unless you are on Basic's side saying, just lose and try to get whatever shot you can at a higher draft selection. And for the message to be sent to Cuban and Nico that this is more of a mess than they probably think. So I don't know what side you're on. I would still like to get in and take your shot because your draft pick. What do you have a better chance of? Getting a top blank draft pick or making a little bit of noise in the first round?
No noise in the first round.
Agreed.
You have if they are like the 11 in the West, which means that there's 4 or 5 teams ahead of them, 4 teams in the West ahead of them, and then 4 in the East, because they would have the best record. You know, they would have a very, very small chance of getting the 1, 2, or 3 pick.
And I'm looking at the best possibility for keeping Kyrie as well. I don't know how likely it is or probable, but it's better for you to make the playoffs if you want to keep him versus miss the playoffs.
I would think so.
And want to keep him.
Yeah, I would think so. I think Kyrie, the last thing you want to do is miss the postseason with him.
Yeah.
You want to go on a little bit of a run.
Yeah. Give him hope. Give him some optimism.
Unless you already know that he's gone.
Or what if Kyrie knows he's, as we've heard some of these reports from front office executives, Kyrie knows he's coming back here. And I don't think that we can take that to the bank, but I'm just saying if those reports are right.
And others in the building have said, no, there's no way he's coming back. Mike Bassick.
If those reports are right that he would be back here long term, maybe Kyrie, after playing in this for a little bit, goes, this is broken and we're not going anywhere this year to begin with. And so let's add some more talent. The only way we can do it, given this roster construction, the salary cap, everything else, is if we lose. Which, by the way, you say, which is the better chance of them making noise or them getting a top whatever pick? What would you qualify as noise in the first round? Like winning a series?
Winning at least a series.
Okay. So the currently on Tankathon, and they could lose a little bit and drive that number more. On Tankathon, their chances of getting the top 4 are 9.4%. This basketball team,
top 4, 9%?
It's a 9% chance. And if they lose more, those odds will go up.
Right.
But is there better than a 9% chance of them beating Denver or Memphis?
Well, let's just say there'd be the 7, right? They'd be the 7. Well, no, they couldn't. If they're in the 9-10 game, the best they could be is the 8.
So that'd be Denver.
That'd be Denver. And I don't think they have a...
Yeah, do you have a better than 9% chance to beat Denver?
Yes.
No.
Yes, absolutely. Vegas would tell you absolutely have a better than 9% chance. It wouldn't even be close.
No. That Denver team would sweep them right now.
It would be in the 30s in Vegas. It would be in the 30% in Vegas. It wouldn't even be close to 9.
What's better for keeping Kyrie?
I mean, that's something where it depends on what his mindset is. Does he want to be here?
Mindset should be, I want to play with a good team.
But I know, but does he view it as, is he such a competitor that he says, no, I want to play for it right now, and that would be off-putting to him? Or does he view it in a more long-term sense and say, I'm going to be here for a little while, let's get the talent here because this particular team's not going anywhere? I guess it's just, I haven't seen him enough. I haven't gotten a good enough sense of his thought process to know. I don't think anybody's gotten a good enough sense of his thought process on a lot of things. I've gotten a good enough sense to figure out if he's too competitive to do that.
I just never would have thought that Luka would be the problem here over Kyrie. And it's the problem on the floor when one of them is out there playing, and it could be the problem off the floor with the personal stuff that Luka is going through. According to some conversations I had over the past couple days, it would not shock me if Kyrie was thinking, this is not the dude I need to attach myself with what he's possibly going through. That's all I can really say about it. At this point in time, I like Luka to speak for himself with the personal issues, but that's a very real thought in my mind after what I was told could be happening. And I'm like,
if that's the case, I mean, that is a stark difference from what it was 6 weeks ago, 6 months ago.
Yeah.
I mean, 6 days ago, for that matter.
Chop, did you see, I know Sean saw, did you see in my prep the statistics of Luka on the floor, Kyrie on the floor, all that?
I did not.
Okay, so heading into last night, since the trade happened and they were both active in games, with Luka and Kyrie on the floor, their net rating is plus 1.86. So that's the offensive rating is higher than the defensive rating. With just Kyrie on the floor, the net rating is plus 8.98. With just Luka on the floor, the net rating is negative 16.26.
Oh, you mean having a ball hogs on a good thing? Cool. A flow killer.
Brutal. And look, I feel like it's becoming, there's this, sort of simmering sense around the Metroplex right now of, feels like we're just close to like rounding the corner on people starting to turn on Luka.
I can't wait till he's gone, and I have to stop having to pretend that he makes players better.
I am still a huge Luka fan. I would not want to run him out. I want to figure out a way to make it work because I love the infectious energy he typically plays with, the childlike excitement he usually plays with. The ability is insane, everything like that. But it has proven extremely difficult to find the right style pairing for him. It doesn't feel like it should be this difficult to find other players to play with him.
Well, there's only been 2 candidates.
No, but I mean, they would look at it and say,
they made let's remember. They did make the Western Conference Finals with nobody except
Brunson.
The one guy that showed he could play with him and play. I could either be ball dominant or when he's off the floor, I can run the show. That guy they walked away from.
Yeah, Brunson, KP, and now Kyrie.
I mean, they tried with Dennis Smith.
I'm not gonna blame Luka for.
I'm not blaming Luka. I'm just saying they tried with Dennis Smith.
Yeah.